Hello everybody, this is Sportman16, and for this video here today, I'm going to be talking about my experience from Anime St. Louis 2018. Well, basically, first I'll just say Anime St. Louis 2018 in one word: awesome. Like it always has been since going to Anime St. Louis since about 2011. Even though technically NatsuCon 2010 was my first anime convention by day. So yeah, Anime St. Louis 2018, it was awesome. And I do have good chances of going again next year, if things financially go well for us. But I do have high hopes. But anyway, to be talking about Anime St. Louis 2018, in terms of Friday, not much of really anything happened. I mean, I know, remembering from last year that I participated in a Mario Kart 8 tournament. I mean, there was one this year, but it was the deluxe version, which I have never played. Yes, I have not played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but they did have it at the gaming room, and I tried it out, and I could not drive worth jack. Because of the fact of having to play with such a small controller, I mean, yeah, I could have done, put the Joy-Cons in like controller mode or whatnot, but I forgot how to do it. I mean, I tried, and yeah, fell flat on my face. So I just decided, like, nah, I'm not going to participate in the Mario Kart 8 tournament this year. Because if it was still on the Wii U, then yeah, I definitely would have done it. And I wouldn't have been surprised if I would have, like, dominated or something, because I do consider myself a pretty good Mario Kart 8 driver. But yeah, nothing really much went down on Friday, except for one thing, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later in this video, because do be forewarned, people, this video is going to be quite lengthy, so do bear with me on that, because the one thing I do want to talk about is about this one really awesome person that I met at the convention. But like I said, I'll get to that in a little bit, because I want to talk about the rest of the convention first. So yeah, one of the things I did do on Friday was go to this 90s prom rave-like thing. Thankfully, I didn't have to dress all formal, because I did not have a tuxedo whatsoever. So yeah, that was a good thing, is that I didn't, that they pretty much said that there was no dress code for that said event. And it was awesome. Saturday, there were some pretty good things going on. Because, I mean, trust me, it was like the big day, because Saturday is always the big day for Anime St. Louis. And the place being all halfway crowded. And yeah, even still right now, this video is recording, pretty much being the Monday after the convention, my feet are really stinking sore from standing and walking all over the freaking place. But hey, it's good soreness. Just know that, yeah, I still had a good time. And yeah, pretty much with Anime St. Louis, I came with my good friends John and Liz, and pretty much the whole thing with like the hotel and whatnot, it's like, it's not really much of an issue anyways. Things were just pretty much normal for the hotel. Though we did have a pretty good room. Got to be near the top floor and in a corner. And basically, like, John was joking, like, yeah, we got the corner, we're cool kids. We could... I just, my friend John just loved being the humorous brother that he is for me. But, yeah, Saturday, trying to remember all was there for Saturday because short-term memory is just kind of out there. One thing that I can recall for Saturday, from actually Saturday night, was actually this one panel thing called trying to remember entirely. Dirty Dancing Dolls, where it's basically these ladies and a few guys dressing up in a bit more kinky cosplays. Well, they start off normal, but then things start getting kinky from there, and they basically start stripping. But thankfully, not much nudity involved. Well, they wouldn't allow it anyways. But, yeah. So yeah, I basically went there, and it was a really awesome treat to see. Even though I only stayed there for like maybe an hour, because the thing ended at about like 1:30 in the morning, but I didn't want to stay there the whole time. There was, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there was this other panel that I went to, which was, it was called Fandom Lip Sync Battle, where basically, some chosen participants go up on stage and like lip sync like a certain song, and that was pretty nice. Oh yeah, and also on Saturday, I actually got to be a photographer for a RWBY photo shoot. It was amazing. Got to gather up with a whole bunch of RWBY cosplayers. Good times all around. Yeah, basically got pictures with like everyone in the group, and then doing like all separate shots, like all the Rubies, the Weisses, the Blakes, the Yangs. Well, unfortunately there was no Yang. Like seriously, there was not a single Yang cosplayer throughout that whole photo shoot. And the fact that during the time that the photo shoot was happening, more RWBY cosplayers started showing up. But yeah, it was amazing, because yeah, you'll be able to see the photos that I took from the video that I just recently uploaded before this one, which is the Anime St. Louis 2018 slideshow. Although I do give my apologies if the music is not fitting for said slideshow. I just want to try and find the right kind of music to where I won't get copyrighted, because that's the thing I fear on YouTube these days, is copyrights. Because yeah, I've been through copyright problems in the past, but it's not to a serious point where my video got blocked because of it. Because my copyright status is still good on my channel. My channel's still good. Anyway, and yeah, if y'all saw one photo in particular where I actually got the chance to meet the well-known cosplayer known as Yaya Han, that was truly an amazing meeting there. And the fact that I even actually got a signed poster from her. Now if I could be able to do this and try and be able to show you guys this. Thank goodness for having this new webcam. I don't have to worry about it glitching out on me when doing this. Alright. If y'all can see it, it is right next to my picture of the Gateway Arch. Or, like, basically, best way to point out, right next to the poster of the Gateway Arch, and just above my Mecha Swampert plush. Believe me, if this cord was longer, I could be able to get closer to it. And the fact that she actually signed it and pretty much said, or pretty much says, to Sportman Jake, which is one of my other online names, you rock, Yaya Han. And basically, it's a picture of her when she cosplayed as Camilla from Fire Emblem. And yes, I do know what Fire Emblem is. So, yeah, that's basically one of the things that I got from the convention, was an autograph of hers. So if the offbeat chance, if Yaya Han actually sees this video, which I highly doubt anyways, but just in case, Yaya, I will have to admit, you're a pretty awesome person. Getting the chance to meet you and your in your Black Cat Diva cosplay, which was absolutely adorable, by the way. And having the nice little pleasure to say good morning to you on Sunday morning. Yeah, it was Sunday morning that I got to say good morning to you. It was pretty awesome. Now, honestly, I'm gonna be back in just a second because I'm gonna take my my Yaya Han poster off the wall, and you guys can get a closer look at it because I feel kind of bad showing you guys the poster from such a far distance. So, be back in just a second. Alrighty. So here's a good, nice view of the poster. Yeah. The poster of Yaya Han. See? And like as the poster says, to Sportman Jake, you rock, Yaya Han. And yeah, basically, full body shot and all, as Camilla. But gotta admit, it was pretty awesome. Even though this did cost me $20 to get signed, but hey, it was worth the $20 anyways. But yeah, that's pretty much one of the things that I got from the convention. The other two things that I got from the convention, well, besides badge, definitely one of the best designed badges so far. With whomever these three characters are, if they even have names. And of course you can see right here is basically the initials of my YouTube name, TheSportman16. It was pretty awesome. Because trust me, Anime St. Louis definitely does come up with good badge designs. So I'm going to show you guys the other things that I got. Is basically one is that of basically a nice little box full of Pokemon cards. Pretty much 100 of them, including a Full Art EX, which yes, I know at this point there's GX cards now, but it's basically an EX, and also basically got me a nice little kinky figure of Yoko Linter, which I think it's from Gurren Lagann. I think that's the name of the anime. But yeah, so I'm going to show you guys this. So there it is. There's basically my Pokemon cards, and considering the position that the Yoko figure was positioned in, let me get my fan moving over here because there's probably fan noise. My apologies for that. Because once I realized the position that my fan was in, it was going to be creating a lot of noise. So if y'all didn't hear me during that part, my sincerest apologies. So yeah, these are the other two things that I got from Anime St. Louis, and also my apologies for shaky hand. Yeah, basically you can see at the front is a Full Art EX Steelix. Because yeah, I wanted to get the Full Art EX Steelix because he is basically my my third favorite Pokemon next to Aggron and Metagross. And yeah, there's basically the Yoko figure standing on top. And just showing a little bit of kinkiness here. She's basically sitting in a position where, yeah, you can pretty much you see right there, y'all can get it good. Like just to do it, just like, yeah, there you go. If y'all want to see it in better detail, let me fix the autofocus here. And right there. There it is, people. Yoko's ass in all its glory. Despite all the shakiness that I have. Now, up at the top, there's supposed to be like a secondary yellow hair piece thing, but for some reason it broke off on my floor and I can't find it right now. Yeah, I get like a front shot here. I mean, it's nice. And yeah, there's basically a good look at the Full Art EX Steelix. And in actuality, my sister actually got some Pokemon cards for me too, which I didn't have the know-abouts at all. Which was one of Pokemon X and Y Evolutions, and the other one is of Pokemon Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion. And if I can just do this real quick, just bring it over here. I'm sorry, Yoko, I'm gonna have to move you here for a moment because I want to open up the box to show one thing that I did get from the Crimson Invasion booster pack that my sister got me. It's kind of hard to get these things out. Because the thing of it was, I was just expecting to get just regular cards, which I did. But in the Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion, I was legitimately surprised that I pulled this. I basically pulled this. I pulled a Nihilego GX. It's not the other art, but this is basically Nihilego GX. And I seriously cannot believe I actually pulled that. I pulled an Ultra Beast GX card out of just one booster pack. Because seriously, that's just amazing. And I can see that the GX here has like a GX attack. And from what it says, it's basically known as Symbioan GX. But no, you gotta admit, this is a nice artwork for the card. So yeah, that's basically what I pulled from the Crimson Invasion. And I certainly cannot believe it. And I'll give you guys a more better look at the Steelix. Here it is. The Steelix EX. I'm trying to get like in a better light so you guys can see it. But yeah, like I said, I pretty much love Steelix. He's basically my favorite Pokemon in Johto. And as you can see, that it's an EX, not a GX, and there's actually like a nice little texture they can be able to feel. And he does have 2 attacks which can do ridiculous damage. So yeah, those are basically the things that I got from Anime St. Louis for this year. So the box goes back here, and Yoko, you can get back on here, and let me just put her here. So just get one more good look at her. I will have to admit, they did do some really good detail on this. Because believe me, she is probably one of the most fan-serviced anime girls, like, around. I probably feel like there are more, but hey, that's just how it is. Now, gotta put my fan back the other direction because I don't want to have to deal with too much wind noise. Even though you guys can pretty much hear my fan most of the time on these videos anyways, because believe me, without my fan, this room can get pretty warm pretty quick. Now let me adjust the autofocus again so you guys can see me better. Hey. And also apologies for a really squeaky chair. It's just the fact with me moving around so much, the chair just kind of broke in some places, but thankfully still stable. So anyway, I'm trying to remember where I was at. Oh yeah, Saturday. What else is there in terms of Saturday besides just doing my typical thing of just roaming around the place, taking pictures of cosplayers, and going hanging out in the game room for a few minutes. But yeah, the Dirty Dancing Dolls was pretty nice. Got a pretty nice, decent seat, and yes, I would say it's nice because of the fact that I am 25 years old, and I'm just gonna admit this right now. I am 25 years old, and I am perverted. Not completely, but just is. But I learned to control it. Trust me, I do. I feel like I kind of regret saying that, but hey, I'll get over it anyways. Because hey, 25, gotta do something. But yeah, all the things that I did on Saturday were pretty fun. And really, in terms of Sunday, nothing really much happened, because Sunday was just the day to just try and relax my body and tolerate the pain. But now, I think this will be pretty much as good a time as ever to be talking about the one person who I met at the convention. Basically a new friend of mine. So this new friend of mine, who I met at Anime St. Louis, was actually back on Friday, where I was pretty much in the game room, and I was just walking towards the these supposed Dance Revolution like machines, and I happened to notice this girl who was cosplaying as Penny, who was also from RWBY. Though, yeah, I did feel really sad on near the end of Volume 3, where Penny got ripped to shreds due to Emerald's illusion on Pyrrha. Yeah, but besides the point, I just casually walk up and just said a few words just to be a nice person, and then basically it was her turn to, or she wanted to go up there and try the game for herself with another person, and I decided, like, okay, I actually want to record this, and thankfully she didn't mind that, so I did. So basically I recorded her dancing with the other person, and she did pretty well. And well, pretty much after that, I pretty much told her that I did record her, and she basically laughed. And I told her that I will have it up on YouTube Monday, which is the day this video is recording. So pretty much I gave her my YouTube name and told her that on Monday, just be aware of the video. But this is where the truly unfortunate thing is to be said here. Because of the fact that basically just like a few hours before I went to bed Sunday, I had the videos all set to go to be ready to be made, to be uploaded up onto YouTube. But the thing of it was, I was so worn out, so tired, and barely paid attention to what I was doing, I accidentally deleted the videos. Delete the videos of the Penny cosplayer dancing with the other guy, and the videos that I recorded from the rave. All of them. And it wasn't until like an hour or so, or like 2 or 3 hours ago, when I was wanting to make those videos, that I realized that I deleted it. And I was like, oh, God damn it. I mean, even still right now, I still feel sad that I did that. I mean, not to the point where I want to cry or nothing. Like, no. It would take a lot more to make me cry. But anyway, after that time on the dance machine, I basically, I kindly asked her if I could hang out with her or something. If I remember, that's what happened. I think it was either that or it wasn't until a little bit later after on that Friday that I hung out with her again. And basically, like, when we were going down the escalators, I decided to give my first impression and pretty much give more of a proper introduction to myself. So basically I said that my name is Jake, and she told me that her name is Ren. Yeah. And I just wanted to hang out with her because I just felt like I just wanted to see how great of a person she is. And oh boy, it was going to be to my realization that I was going to be hanging out with a truly awesome person. Now, here's another thing. This is kind of more of like, now usually for me, I'm a guy who seriously does not want to get involved with anything drama related, because I'm perfectly honest here, I absolutely hate drama as much as anybody else who hates drama. But this one wasn't exactly like a really big drama kind of thing, but it was still drama. Because the thing of it was, I hung out with her and we went to the fandom lip sync battle with a few of her friends, and basically right in the middle of that panel, I look to my right and I just see Ren's friends just straight up leaving. It's like they just got up out of their chairs and left. And I continued watching the performers doing their lip syncing with the song, and then I basically look over to my left, and I see Ren start to cry, like legitimately crying. And it wasn't to my knowledge of why she was crying. I didn't know. But basically, my instinct kicked in and told me, Jake, I think, like, you see her crying, you need to comfort her right now. And that's basically what I did. I basically see her crying, and I basically reached over to hug her. And when she knew that I was hugging her, she just rested her head just flat on my shoulder. And I mean, yeah, she was apologizing for the crying, and I'm like, it's fine. Just let it all out. And I asked her like what's wrong? And I was basically able to hear her enough saying that her friends abandoned her. And I pretty much told her like, well, I may not have been abandoned myself, but I can understand the feeling of being abandoned. Just having your friends just straight up leave you. And I pretty much told her like, you know, they may have left, but I'm not. I'm not abandoning you. Because I may have only known you for like a short time, but you're already a good person to me. I am not going to abandon you. Never. And I pretty much found my way to make her smile and laugh and make her feel better. And basically she just rested her head on my shoulders for like the next few minutes, and I just felt like that I just seriously need to stay with her just to make her feel better, to feel comfort. Just basically to let her know that her friends may have left, but I didn't. And oh boy, it was just, all I would say is that it was something that I didn't really think I was going to have to deal with during ASTL weekend. But for me, it was a very proud, kind moment that I did. Sorry. Something was just irritating my finger. Or whatnot. But, yeah. And basically sometime after that panel, we just decided to, like, me and Ren just decided to hang out a little bit more until like Friday night, I guess. Because again, I just saw a good person in her, and I just wanted to try and see how much time I could spend with her until that day was done, which was Friday. And basically at one point, she said something to me to where it almost made me want to cry. More or less like tears of joy or anything. Because of me comforting her at the lip sync panel when her friends left her and I comfort her, she basically gave me the comment that I was just so nice to her that she pretty much said that I just became a brother to her. And I was like, did she really just say that? She said that I'm a brother to her. And I swear, I just wanted to bawl my eyes out in joy for just hearing that comment, because like next to John and of course my sister, because she's my sister and I'm her brother, nobody outside those people would have ever said anything like that to me, saying that that I'm such a good person to them, that I'm a brother to them. And like, I only met her just that Friday night, and And just the fact of what I did just made her feel so happy, just knowing that there was somebody there for her when her friends left and abandoned her. And basically, when it came to that Saturday, we just hung out for a good chunk yesterday. Even though it really felt like we practically hung out all day Saturday. That's what it felt like. I mean, it was just amazing. Like, really, really amazing. And it was just also really awesome to actually dance with her at the rave with with some of her other friends, the ones that didn't abandon her. It was just a really awesome time. I know I probably said repetitive words like saying like awesome and whatnot, but that is just how it was. It was just awesome. And then basically, like later on that Saturday afternoon, she said that she had to go and meet up with some other friends, and I thought at that moment right there, I thought she was actually legitimately leaving the convention and not coming back on Sunday. So I was basically just standing there on like the floor or the second floor next to the escalators, spending like a good 5 to 10 minutes trying to hold back my tears of actual legit sadness. Where it's like, she's gone and I'm just not going to see her again. But then later on, that's basically when it came to Saturday night, basically like an hour or so before the rave, I see her again, hanging out with her friends. Again, the ones that didn't abandon her. And like, I just sat there for like a few minutes, just like a couple feet away, sort of being like creeper distance away. And I'm like, you know what? She's there. I'm gonna go hang out with her again. And it just made me feel overwhelmed with joy just to see her again. And basically, we just hung out by the video game room till the rave started. And basically, when it got close to time to the rave, I basically asked her if she was going to the rave, and she said yes. And I felt happy. I felt really stinking happy. Just be dancing, just be going to a rave and dancing with her. And basically, I'm sorry, I'm still a bit overwhelmed of the comment of Ren telling me that I'm a brother to her. I still can't get over it. It's gonna take me a while to get over that. But yeah. So basically, we danced at the rave. Awesome time. I even got to be in like one of the dance circles, where I actually got to the time where I actually got into the middle of the circle and just tried to get all the best dance move I could. And the people actually cheered for me. They actually did. Even though that my dance moves aren't the best in the world, but I don't really care. If I want to dance, then gosh darn it, I'm gonna dance. That's just how it is with me and raves. Although I didn't go to the rave last year because I wanted to be with Liz more like that time. And then basically after we left the rave, basically Ren had to leave. And I basically asked her if she was going to be there Sunday, and she said yes. I felt happy, and basically I had more than enough time to get into the line for the dancing dolls, or as they call it, burlesque, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure if I pronounced that right. And again, with the burlesque show, it was still a good time, because believe me, sometimes for me, sometimes it's kind of nice to see some really kinky stuff going on. I honestly don't know why I just did that. But before I move on, or basically before I finish this video off, I just want to say one thing. I basically want to direct this to my friend Ren. Ren, if by any chance you've seen this video, first I just want to apologize for not having the videos because I accidentally deleted them and whatnot. And I just wanted to say I had an absolute blast hanging out with you during ASTL weekend. It's just really unfortunate that we're probably most likely not going to be able to see each other before ASTL next year, because you're like practically 3.5 hours away from where I am. But if in the way that both of us can be able to make it to Anime St. Louis next year, I'll be so freaking happy. Because seriously, Ren, you are an awesome person, despite the fact that we only got to know each other for like only just one weekend. But you were just really stinking awesome, and that's all else I can really say. And believe me, it's only been like one day, and trust me, I miss you already. And I know from wherever you are exactly, I know you miss me too. And I really did appreciate all the hugs you gave me, because like pretty much like what you said, you like free hugs, so do I. Because it just feels like that hugs are just so comforting and makes you feel happy on the inside, you know? But yeah, again, I apologize for not being able to upload the videos that I recorded with you and me, because tired me accidentally deleted them and I wasn't paying attention. So yeah. So yeah, Ren, you are truly an awesome person, and really, really, really hoping that we can be able to see each other again for Anime St. Louis next year of 2019. I really hope so, because for me, I definitely have some good chances if everything financially on my end goes smoothly. So yeah, I can pretty much say that that's pretty much all there is left to be said. Because like I said, for Sunday, nothing really much else happened besides just me hanging out with Ren until about, like, I think she had to leave by 1, and we were in the dealer's room, and she had to leave with her sister and whatnot. And basically just giving up one final hug towards the point I practically squeezed her. I'm just glad I didn't hurt her. And yeah, that's pretty much how all Anime St. Louis went down for this year. And again, I do have good chances of going for next year if everything financially goes well for us, which I do have good high hopes for. Oh man, I think I've been talking for like maybe half an hour at this point. So my sincerest of apologies for this video being too long, because I just wanted to talk about my new friend Ren. I'm sorry, I just wanted to talk about my experience with her. So that'll pretty much do it for this video. And sorry, still being a little stinking tired here. Anyways, that'll pretty much do it for this video. So thank you all so much for watching, and as always, my outro shall handle the rest. So I'll be seeing you guys next time.